McManus about ready to get us started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. A first carry now. This is Williams. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, 44 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering. Happened, taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point. I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They will be led out by a second-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock. On first down, Lock toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it's going to be second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And his pass incomplete. Jeff Hireman, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
They look to throw. It's Locke. And that is incomplete. Third down.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's taken on the 25.
Yes.
Oh, he breaks a tackle. He's got it out.
Yeah, no. I don't.
And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Yes.
An impressive 75-yard punt return. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. And we always talk about kick returns being so exciting on kickoffs. Punt return almost equally exciting.
And typically we talk about the kickoff return being the most exciting 10 seconds in football. Let's just cut it in half for a punt return and make it the most exciting 5 seconds in football. It's a great, glamorous, dashing play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. To throw it is Locke. And that's incomplete. Here,
if he keeps getting opportunities, But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing.
Yes, sir.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. All told, it's a punt return of 74 yards. Now the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Mahomes now to throw. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
This game's over. Next. Tay, you wanna play me? And lose? That's the best team.
So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds.
Tom Brady's not on the Patriots no more.
Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in 3s. Wins come in 2s. Cash comes in 1s. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out, Mike Giver, 1 second.
I'm the... Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New Orleans Saints and the Baltimore Ravens. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Oh.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And
yes, sir.
At the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray.
That's crazy. How did you fall?
Latavius Murray, 20, 10, touchdown,
I quit.
New Orleans.
I quit.
Latavius Murray, 63 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You talk about explosion plays.
No.
Right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. And the former Heisman
no, he was supposed to keep it.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson buying time to his left. He's taken to the ground,
face mask.
He was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll
You so slow.
Maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further
I'm the best Madden player.
The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup. Now it's Jackson. It's complete to Snead. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And so now. And
touchdown.
Just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big effort that time out of Ingram. 41 yards. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Terrible.
Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Nice job of polishing off that drive, and all the credit there goes to that play.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
No.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's third down. From the gun, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They bring the pressure, but this is a booming kick. Returnable for Thomas. Dances by him. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. The throw there finding its way to Boyle, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far.
Oh, it's our face masking.
And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now it's Ingram. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram with his second touchdown in this opening quarter as the Ravens push further out in front. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Breeze. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there. Good for a Saints first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13. Breeze. It's caught. Smith. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Ready? 95, 56, 95, 56.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Looking for the end zone. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Oh.
Michael Thomas, 28 yards. as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
Face mask. Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to loft one deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hayden Hurst, 54 yards. As the Ravens push for it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the #1 thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Brees finding Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Brees on the draw, gives to Kamara.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And Ginn's got it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards that time for number 19. First down now, but the clock continues to move. To throw, it's Brees. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson, he uncorks it for Snead. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Being chased out left. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 22. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take him. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. Again the juke. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Here's Ingram.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on
That's
offense.
crazy. They did the same play.
Downfield or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Looking to throw on second down. Breeze. And Thomas has it. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Here's Breeze to throw. He's got Thomas yet again complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
No.
Touchdown,
Wow.
New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 88 yards. And once again, the Saints are back out in front.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. A limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. To throw is Jackson.
Oh my gosh.
Incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now Jackson.
Bro. Thank you.
But he takes it up to the 40. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Jackson.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No! Bruh. Oh my gosh.
John Harbaugh not trying to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped him 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go, and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Complete. Smith has it.
Oh, thank you.
Going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage again, the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Breeze now. Again has it complete.
He can't fumble? He can't get...
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Ah, this game is cheating.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
12.
On 1st down, Breeze.
What?
That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll take it
Oh my
for the Saints touchdown. 4 touchdown pass is down
suck,
to Drew
bro.
Brees. And the Saints
It's crazy,
able to
though.
stretch that lead out further.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
This is one of these plays.
Jackson now 6 for 6 since
Oh yeah, I'm
coming
on
back
that.
out of the locker room.
Oh yeah.
It's 1st and 10.
Oh yeah, get that.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
Thank you.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now it's Jackson.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right?
Yeah.
Do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to... And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
No, Lamar. Oh my gosh.
He's taken down. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have
Get the ball.
time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver.
Oh,
Get the goal line, get a 2-point conversion.
This game is
All
cheating.
that is, you know, there's not any extra field, so it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Breeze leaves this one.
Look, I stopped them. Okay.
This defense knew what was
Now they
coming.
gonna give free
He is
nets.
smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Kamara. And this will go
Fumble.
as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my defense.
It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 3rd. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.